When we go out to eat, we never agree on where to go.
I want burgers.
Pizza.
Tacos it is.
The one thing we do agree on is we all want unlimited high-speed data. That's why we switched to Metro PCS.
Stop by Metro PCS with the whole family and get 4 lines with unlimited LTE data for just $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figure it out.
Coverage not available in some areas. Offers require port and of number not currently active on T-Mobile network. During congestion, the fraction of customers using more than 35 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds. Video streams at up to 40p. No tethering. See store for details and terms and conditions.
Episode 953 of No BS Job Search Advice Radio. I'm your host, Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and welcome to Monday and the show. And I'm finishing up my 1 year focused on interviewing. And I've got another one of those tough interview questions, particularly senior professionals get asked on interviews, that I want to give you an answer for. Hope you find the show helpful, and please give it 5 stars on iTunes or Stitcher. It does help other people discover the show. Really, it does help other people discover the show. And if we aren't connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request to me. My address on LinkedIn is linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing from you folks. It just lets me know that all this work that I put in, 953 episodes and counting, is worthwhile. And if you're interested in my coaching you, listen to the end of the show. There's information about how you can connect with me to do that. And now, let's get going. Here I wanted to answer one of those tough interview questions. That's a great trap question to be prepared for should you be asked it on an interview. And the question is, do you consider yourself a strategic thinker? Now, I'm sure that most of you are scratching your head and going, hey, sure, yeah, I'm a strategic thinker. And you're racing into the trap if you immediately answer that way. What you want to be doing is thinking from a textured perspective and giving them a more complex answer. So, for example, and again, this is a question that's being asked at a manager level and above. And depending upon where you are in the pecking order, you have to have a perspective of what's appropriate at your level. But conceptually, the right answer is to say, yes, I'm a strategic thinker. But to be an effective strategic thinker, you have to think tactically. Just like in the military, it's not enough to have a winning strategy. You have to be able to implement it. And unless you're able to implement it, all it is you've got some great ideas and some great intentions, but nothing changes. So to be an effective strategic thinker, to work with a strategy that helps an organization, you have to look at implementation of it, what the rough edges might be, where it runs up against resistant forces. You get where I'm coming from here? You're always trying to give them a textured answer that basically translates into, yes, I can think strategically, but in doing so, you also have to think tactically as to what might go into it if you were to actually act on the strategy. It's like in the military. Military leaders, if you've ever spoken to them, are brilliant people, incredibly smart, and they can think in conceptual terms and tactical ones for the battlefield. So it's really the same thing for you. You have to be able to talk about being able to think big picture and at the same time think in terms of the tactics. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. If you're interested in my coaching you, email me at jeffaltman@thebiggamehunter.us. In the subject line, put the word coaching. Let me help you prepare for an interview, a salary negotiation. I'll critique your resume. I don't work for free, quite obviously, neither do you, but I'm much better at it than you are. To put it in perspective, if you've heard of the 10,000-hour rule as popularized by Malcolm Gladwell, you are far better at what you do in your work than I could ever be in your work. But in my domain, I have the 10,000 hours times 9. So let me help you. So that's today's show. I hope you found it helpful. And if you did, here's a few ways to engage with me. First of all, I just want to say that I no longer do recruiting. I coach people to perform at a high level. So again, I no longer do recruiting. But if you visit my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us, look at the tabs on the top and you'll see a menu of choices for you. First of all, you can hire me to do a resume and or LinkedIn profile critique, interview preparation, helping you with a salary negotiation, answering your question, advising you about a decision you have to make about job offers. That's all there is an option. I can do a job search makeover with you where we critique everything you've been doing in your search up until that point and come up with alternatives. If you're relatively early in your search, we can do a complete coaching program where I work with you from beginning to end. It's in half-hour increments, so it doesn't take a lot of time in each session, and that's another way you can do it. You can also connect with me on LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/The Big Game Hunter. Mention that you listen to the show because I love hearing with folks who like the show and are interested in my help. Lastly, I also want to mention I've got a lot of information at thebiggamehunter.us, and at times it seems like it's too much. So you can look at the best of my material at JobSearchCoachingHQ.com, where I have curated information that you can watch, listen to, or read that'll help you find work more quickly. Again, that's JobSearchCoachingHQ.com. I'll be back tomorrow with more, and in the meantime, hope you have a great day. Take care.
When we go out to eat, we never agree on where to go.
I want burgers.
Pizza.
Tacos it is.
The one thing we do agree on is we all want unlimited high-speed data. That's why we switched to Metro PCS.
Stop by Metro PCS with the whole family and get 4 lines with unlimited LTE data for just $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out.
Coverage not available in some areas. Offers require port and of number not currently active on T-Mobile network. During congestion, the fraction of customers using more than 35 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds. Video streams at up to 40p. No tethering. See store for details and terms and conditions.
When we go out to eat, we never agree on where to go.
I want burgers.
Pizza.
Tacos it is.
The one thing we do agree on is we all want unlimited high-speed data. That's why we switched to Metro PCS.
Stop by Metro PCS with the whole family and get 4 lines with unlimited LTE data for just $100, period. Metro PCS. Wireless. Figured out.
Coverage not available in some areas. Offers require port and of number not currently active on T-Mobile network. During congestion, the fraction of customers using more than 35 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds. Video streams at up to 40p. No tethering. See store for details and terms and conditions.